All right. It is the Snowy River Caravans Tasmania Super 440, and we're catching up on a Saturday night. It's been a really good Saturday for our new championship leader, Broc Feeney, and he's joined by Nick Percat and Cam Waters for company here today as well. Super Saturday, this one. Broc, can you just put into words how pleased you are with how everything came together today?
Yeah, no, it's been really solid day. It's been awesome. Just from lap one of practice, you know, we felt really strong and we were super quick straight away. So, we topped yesterday's sessions, and then today it was just about not really making many mistakes in qualifying. We know how tight it is here, and we were lucky. We've had really good car speed, and we didn't have to play too many games in qualifying. We were able to just focus on ourselves, and then the races were good. I'd say race one was a little bit more simple than race two. We made that a bit hard for ourselves there, but yeah, it's a walk away with 2 wins, and you know, I didn't really think that'd mean much in that second race today, the 100th, but with 5 laps to go, I was like, oh, this is actually pretty cool. So stoked to do that championship lead. It's been a really good Saturday for us, but as we all know, we've got one more day to go.
Now that you've raced 100 times, it's pretty easy to spit some numbers out. So you've won 15% of those races. That's pretty impressive. You've been on the podium in 33% of those races. Are you happy with how your career has tracked just for those first 100?
Yeah, no, it's been good. I'm sure we're all competitive and we always want to do better. But to be honest, I've had a really good run. I try not to reflect too much. Just try and look forward to the next race. So we'll try and just get a few more as we keep going on. I'm just, as I said to the team on the radio, like I'm just so thankful to be in the environment that I've been in since, you know, coming into the sport. I was so lucky to get into this seat and just to have great people around me. So yeah, I'm chuffed to rack up 100 here, and yeah, hopefully I'm here for a lot more.
Absolutely, mate. Well done today. Congratulations. We'll take it to Nick. Was the pre-brief for that one, Nick? Should we just do what we did last year?
Nearly, yeah. Because obviously the overcut's powerful, and I was surprised to see the people pit, like the 2 cars directly in front of me when they did. So yeah, once that happened, I thought, we've got a big opportunity, and obviously didn't know Broc had taken 4 and there was action going on there. So yeah, it was try to get my head down for that one lap and have a really good clean pit entry. The boys nailed the pit stop, and yeah, I looked in the mirror on pit exit and went, wow, it's happening again. So it's it was very cool.
Wasn't the best start to the day for you today, so does it just feel good to leave the venue happier than you walked in?
Yeah, it's we had a bit of a messy Friday, where the car was actually quicker than it looked, and same in quali 1, it was probably a little bit better than it was. So it was nice in the second one to put the lap together properly and come off the front, made it way easier. And I even said to the guys during the first race when I had the long pit stop and all that, I'm like, we actually have a car that's capable of winning. We're just buried. So all we did for that last race was tidy up the bodywork that got damaged and rolled it straight back out. So yeah, it was a credit to the boys. They've rolled the cars out really well, and they're putting in really a lot of effort back at the workshop, and they're trying to tidy up a few 1%ers and the way we go about it. So it's been a good start to the year.
Well done today. Good jobs. We'll take it over to Cam. Just your thoughts on Tickford's day out from winning the Dunlop Series race, you winning a race as a sponsor. That's pretty cool. And also cool. Being up here for a couple of trophies as well.
Great day for Tickford. Obviously the kids did good. And obviously as a Waters Whiskey owner, it was great to see my brand winning a race. That was sick. So it was good to see that brand winning a race, and I couldn't do it today, so that was good. The main series, great day for Tommy and myself. Heaps of points for us. Awesome for Tom to get obviously a pole and a podium, and it was obviously great for us to come from 8th to 3rd then. So got speedy cars, just probably a little bit too far back.
Have you had a chance to speak to Thomas since you all took your helmets off?
Yeah, had a good chat with Tom, and obviously we were very different strategies. So I'll come out with a good tyre over everyone else, and he obviously let me through, which was awesome so I could try and catch Nick, and obviously just there's a pretty big gap there, and obviously owe him a beer for letting me through, and definitely I'll repay the favour for him down the track.
Is there a little piece here that wonders what could have happened if you pitted a little bit later with all the fighting going on the racetrack? Would you have popped out even further ahead?
Potentially. It's hard for me. I'm just in the car trying to go as fast as I can, and obviously the engineers are making that decision. But the other part, which probably you didn't see, was I had Brody breathing down my neck. So I was probably about to lose time when he passed me. So I think we probably pitted at the right time. I was spewing. I couldn't hang on to third on the cold tyres out of the pits, but we had a fast car. It was good to kind of get back there anyway.
It was very entertaining. Thank you, guys. We'll open it up to the journos.
No, you can go. I'll go after you. I'm always after you, Connor.
To Broc and to Nick, just on that pass for the lead, obviously you guys fought pretty hard, and just keen to hear both of your sides of that.
I just tried to make it like when we were kids racing go-karts and just white line for as long as I could and get as many cars involved because I knew he'd taken 4. And when I turned in at the end of the straight, I knew I was in trouble because it didn't quite rotate well enough. And I looked in the mirror and went, yep, he's got me. So, it was fun while it lasted. Tried to get a bit of action.
Yeah, no, it was cool. I always enjoy racing Nick. We've had some good battles over the last couple of years, the Grand Prix and here last year and that. So, he was just doing the perfect job of putting the car where he needed to pretty much not let me through at the hairpin and then blocking at the end of the straight. And I was going, how am I going to do this? And I knew the longer it got, the more even that we'd be. So, he went inside, so I went outside and sort of tried to switch back. And I was like 2 wheels on the grass, and then coming through the last corner, we were sort of bumping panels and that. But, it's the good thing about racing him, I think we both know that none of us are going to do anything stupid to sort of run us out of the race. So it was a good fun battle. Probably looked pretty cool on TV. It felt pretty wild in the car at the time.
And I know you sort of said you try not to reflect too much yet, Broc, but I mean, if you can for a second, I mean, getting thrown into the top team when you did, I mean, bit of a sink or swim sort of situation.
Yeah.
And I guess just if you can talk a bit about that.
Yeah, no, it's been pretty cool. And to be here, this is where I got my first podium in 22. And, as I sort of spoke about before, it's just been in a good environment and having good people around me. I mean, I come in under Jamie, who's helped me a lot, but, being teammates to Shane for 2 years, I mean, just gave me so much knowledge into what you need to do. So, I'm just in a fortunate position that I've been surrounded by really good people and, just try and focus on myself and keep putting the work in. And, I would like to try and get a championship, in the last couple of years. We've just come up short. So, as we all do, we keep trying and keep trying to improve ourselves. But, it's been pretty cool. Like 100 comes very, very quick. But it's been a lot of fun.
And Nick, I know you've sort of talked about it, but just the bounce back from Topor, obviously a pretty tough weekend there, and to get straight back into it, obviously, is nice.
Yeah, it was good. I was fairly confident once the cars got back and they were all set down and stuff. So it was, I was excited to get back here and just have a normal weekend. So it's a credit to the boys. They did a really good job, and like I said, they're trying to lift in every area of the pit stops, the way the cars are prepped, the way we go about it. So it's been quite a cool watching that unfold. And even here, they're out early to come and be with my trainer to do a morning warm up before they do pit stops and stuff like that. Just trying to every little thing we can do to be better than we were last year. They're doing, so it's very cool. So and had full faith after Taupo that would bounce back.
Broc, yesterday we spoke about the tyres, the 2 different tyre compounds. How did it play out? And then to the other 2, how did you find it?
Yeah, I think there is a difference, but we probably didn't notice as much of difference between the tyres as we did in New Zealand. And I think that's probably down to just being in the window a bit better here. So, there was small little tweaks. I think in New Zealand, the soft was a bit faster than the super soft. And today, I think it was the opposite way around. It was interesting. I don't think it played in as much today, but there was still a mix-up of the order. I mean, there was still some guys that were better on one than the other. We were fortunate to be able to be fast on both, but it wasn't as big as I thought today.
Pretty all the same, to be honest. Like Telpo, there was a fair difference between the tyres with balance, and obviously one was quicker than the other. Here it's probably a little bit closer. So, I'm just finding these Saturdays like hectic. There's so much going on, and I feel like there's no breaks, and I guess it's awesome for the fans for sure, but it's hard work on us and the teams.
you feel like you prefer the soft over the super soft tyre?
I don't care, mate. Either or.
Broc, your thoughts on that one? I'll get a quick one off you in the middle as well. Do you prefer one to the other?
Don't know. We're still learning so much about this soft. I felt like if you asked me after the Grand Prix, I would have said I don't really think there's much difference in it at Sydney. Like, you know, I don't think we've seen a huge difference between it, to be honest. But I think in New Zealand we learn a lot about it and what the differences actually are. I think that's the first time where we've done both and you can notice a difference. So, yeah, I felt like up until then we didn't really have a good handle on it or understanding of what the difference is. But I think we're slowly learning. Yeah, we've done, 3, 4, we're in our 4th round on it. So, yeah, I don't have an answer, but I like racing on the hard as well. So I'd happily race on that
It's
still.
a terrible tyre. We should not have any of them out.
Broc taking the title lead at this point of the season, what does that mean to you? Does it give you a bit of impetus going forward?
Yeah, it does, but obviously try not get ahead of ourselves or anything like that. Just not really going to focus on it too much. But it was the goal coming into this weekend to try and get the lead coming out of the weekend. To do it on Saturday is obviously awesome. Just shows how close the championship is at the moment. I mean, 4th to 1st on one day, and not to say that the other guys have had a bad day or anything like that. So the championship's just been so up and down to start this year. So I'm just trying to find some more consistency. You don't need to win every race, but you just need to try and finish up the front, because we've all had some good races this year, but we've all also had some shockers. So for me, it's just about trying to not have the bad days so often and just maximise when we do have a really fast car, just try and put it all together and get a win. But yeah, the plan's obviously to try and keep those numbers on the car now.
Cam, regarding the last few laps with Thomas, when you passed Thomas, to clarify, was he probably a bit too far back to execute a change back? Was that part of the plan?
Yeah, probably. So it's a hard one because the team said that would readdress it, but at the end of the day, I probably would have passed him anyway. So it was a little bit of a tricky one, to be honest, but I think what it shows is, Tom and I have a really great relationship, and as teammates, we're trying to push together to get the team as many points as we can. And I've already said to him that I'll return the favour. So we've just got to keep pushing together and make sure we're beating these other guys.
And a question for all three off the back of that: is it a bit different now that we have the finals? That let's say you say before the race, if you have to swap positions, is it easier to let someone through? You're not going to lose positions in the finals. Does that make sense?
I don't think about it. We're in May. I think I can't speak for everyone, but I'm just treating it like a normal championship. I'm not driving any different or thinking about the championship any different. I'm sure we all want to win the Sprint Cup, get the extra 25 points and lead going into the finals. I think that's still going to be an advantage. It's probably going to be harder when it comes to the finals, and you've got two teams. Once you get to the top 10 and it gets smaller and smaller, it's going to get a little bit trickier for some of the teams then.
Nick, can I just get your thoughts real quick on chasing down a spot inside the top 10 and maybe getting yourself into finals? A few spots out of the 10 at the moment, but is that goal number one for you, is to park yourself in the 10?
I think it's the same as Broc. If you deserve to be there, you'll be there. It's no different. It's just that we have to be there a bit sooner. But you can't rock up and go, I'm going to go faster this weekend. Look, our Taupo was horrendous. And then, say, Matty Payne, for example, had a great Taupo, comes here, qualifies last. So, it's so competitive. You just need to put your best foot forward every weekend. And if you get to that point in the top 10, you've done a good job. But it's so competitive now. It's honestly, you just need to do the best job you possibly can and score as much points. It's no different to what it was. It's just happening a bit sooner.
Cool. All right, guys. I think that's enough. Thank you very much for your time. And